Hi y'all, and welcome to Tink's Tarot. Today I'm doing a pick a card set. Let's start by getting the deck smudged out, shall we? I'm just going to do a small smoke cleanse while I talk to you really quickly. I have already done my meditation. Ooh, that is not working too well. Let's try again. I've already done a meditation. I've already cleansed all the other decks and boxes. I have a bunch of crystals here that you can't really see in front of me. But I got a couple of towers going and my wand is all set. And man, okay, so that doesn't want to light. Let's try that again. Actually, I'm just gonna move this candle here. Don't try this at home, children. Apparently my children watch this. There, that's a little bit better. Let's get a smoke cleanse going on these, and we're gonna do a pick a card. 3 groups today. That's a little better. There we go. Thank you. What do I have for you today? First tarot deck, and then for clarification, I have the Gold Nouveau Tarot, which we love. I have the Whispers of Healing Oracle, along with some Shadow deck, and the Whispers of Love Healing. And then if we feel like we need it, just to throw a little bit of something in there, I got some Alice cards, because we love Alice in Wonderland. All right, so my group number 1, what would you like to know the answer to? Are you ready? Okay. Ancestors, guardian angels, source, I ask you to speak to me through these cards. Those that would speak to me, I am asking for a message for the human collective that has chosen group number 1. What do they need to hear today? We're looking for a 3-card message. What do they need to hear today? What message? Timeless message, please. I'm not asking for a specific time period. Can I get a collective for those who would see this message, this video for group number 1? What message would you have them hear? Oh, that is a lot of cards, but right off the top, what did we get? Death, right side up. Ooh, big change coming at you. Don't be afraid. It's not Corona time. Death is just death. What is happening with this hair? See, this is why I don't do this where you can see me, because I'm all like Helena Bonham Carter up in here. This is a mess. Then you got Judgment in reverse. Okay, but you also got the Ace of Swords. That is not terrible. That is not a terrible set. So group number 1, what you're looking at, and we got a 3-card message. Boom, right there. How beautiful is that? I love it. I love that. I love that. So death, change is a coming. This is death to self. This is death to your ideals that are antiquated. This is moving forward, whether you like it or not. Some serious changes happening. Now, just take a second and relax, because sometimes people see the death card and they're like, ooh, ah. A death card, honestly, you need to know that we just had Mercury retrograde. Mercury's back in Aquarius, which we love. We just entered Aries season. Seriously, I love my Pisces out there, but Aries, a little bit more stable, a little bit more stubborn. I love them. Moving into the Aries season, this is a really, really good time to do some internal change. This can also be actual literal change. Like, you know, perhaps you're quarantined, perhaps you're out doing, you know, taking 2020 by storm. And this is all about, see, she's worried about stuff. Just ignore my nails. I can't get them done because I'm quarantined. Also, I don't know how to take gel nail polish off. She's worried, but she doesn't need to be worried. She's going to move forward. There's going to be a big change. Now, this isn't a tower moment, okay? The tower is change that you have it kind of just, everything's going to fall apart in order to rebuild. With the Death card, what you've got is death of bad habits, moving forward in a positive way. It's nobody likes change, so you just gotta embrace it, and then it will go better for you. And you have Judgment in reverse. So the thing about Judgment is, because it's in reverse, you need to let go. You need to let go. And Ace of Swords is fantastic control over what you're saying, how things are happening for you. It's all really positive, okay? Taking control, making wise decisions, new beginning choices, because it's an ace, so we love that. And that's how that's gonna, let's see how your oracles play out, okay? First thing we're gonna do, let's do shadow work first. So I'd really like a card, a single card, if you please, for my group number 1 of the Human Collective that's gonna be watching this video. What does group number 1 need to know about what's behind the veil, what we can't see, what is happening, what is behind the root that they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? What warning would you give them? What message in regards to, especially in regards to this Death card, this change that's coming? Ace of Swords means it's going to be really positive once it's done. Group number 1. Oh, look at that. And you got Uzume, Persuasion. So now she's really clever. So I believe Japanese origin archetype. What her whole shtick is that the goddess, I think, that was in charge of the sun, don't kill me if I'm wrong, but she went into a cave and went into hiding, and Uzume came to the cave, and everybody had tried to get her out of the cave. She danced, she sang, she spoke to who she really was and saw her for who she was, and her persuasion helped her to come back and go back into the sky and create the light. She's all, she's all about using your personal skills, your uniqueness, your ability to dance through problems. It could be literally or it could be figuratively, like how you handle problems in specific situations. She's saying now is the time for those gifts to come out. Know that your abilities to persuade are exactly what you need to be using right now, exactly what the world needs. Fantastic. All right, Whispers of Love. What do we have that people need to hear? My group number 1, Whispers of Love. What message would you give, Source, to my group number 1 of the collective that will see this video? Oh, okay, well, should I pull that out? No. Okay, that was a no. That was an accident. Okay, that one doesn't count. I heard very clear no. That was a very clear no. Let's try again. Message for my group number 1. So sometimes the shuffling takes a long time. And sometimes not. Did you see that? Maybe not. It was down by my table. It flew right off. Okay, I don't do numerology on these videos, but just so you know, you got a 20. Then you have the Ace of Swords, which is an ace. This is a number 2. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. So somebody needed to hear that message. This is all about internally as well, recognizing the beauty that is within so that the beauty within comes out. And then also just being considerate of people, being aware that your kindness, your ability to see past people's flaws will allow other people to see past your flaws, that kind of thing. Beautiful. Okay, last but not least, I have Whispers of Healing. And then I think that will be your message from Source for this pick-a-card. Whatever you needed to hear today, can I please have a message for my group number 1 that will hear this video? Dogs are barking, might have to pause. Oh, and you got 2. Okay, so let's see. Number 50, which is a 5 if you take the 5 and the 0 together, and then 40, 4 and 0. So they came out together. 50 is the one I saw first, and it was boundaries. Boundaries. So this card is all about, wow, that's beautiful, purple color. This card is all about knowing that boundaries actually set you free and recognizing that those in charge can see further along, but also that you need to be aware of your boundaries. You need to be okay with setting them. You need to be okay with upholding them, and that will lead you to a good, solid love. Then you also got number 40, which was alternative. That's really pretty. Now this one I'm not familiar with, so I'm just gonna grab, here's this book here. I'm just gonna grab this and I'm gonna read a little bit of what this card has. I haven't come up with this card before. So this says there are lots of alternatives to Western medicine. Consider taking a holistic approach to something that is troubling you at present. Take care of the whole person rather than just physical symptoms of whatever illness you're concerned about. Recognize that your body is an autonomous miracle. Help your body by caring for yourself. Get plenty of fresh air. Literally says that. Get plenty of fresh air. Drink a healthy amount of water. Be aware of how much time you're spending indoors. Eat a very good diet and get plenty of exercise. Be sure to do something to detox your body on a regular basis. So you might be feeling like you need a detox right now, especially with everybody being stuck indoors. If the weather is nice where you are, open the windows. And if you're able to get outside, this card is coming up because you need to go outside. In this picture, a fairy is using magic to repair her friend's wing. The mushrooms in it may indicate exciting changes ahead. They can also represent your soul shifting from dark to light. That's what the mushrooms can represent. Ivy is covering the ground under the fairies. Ivy symbolizes, it's a symbol of the wandering soul in search for enlightenment. Be sure of the direction of your desires so you are not trapped by your wanderings. Ivy is also used for medicinal purposes. So there you go. That group number 1 is your reading the messages you needed to hear today. And we're going to move on to group number 2. Hi y'all. Welcome to Tink's Tarot. How is my group number 2 doing today? Gonna pull for you from Tarot. Then I have Gold Nouveau Tarot if I need to clarify anything. I have a shadow deck for you for what lies beyond the veil. We're doing Whispers of Healing deck and Whispers of Love Oracle deck. And then if I feel like we need to do it, we'll do a pull from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. But right now we're going to start with your Tarot. Ancestor Spirit Guides, those who can see beyond. I welcome you to speak to me through these cards today. Let me know what group number 2 of the Human Collective that will be seeing this video. What does group number 2 need to hear today? What message, timeless message, does group number 2 need to hear today? I did already clear this deck, just so you're aware. I've already done almost counts. Let's just see. I'm asking for a 3-card read today. If I could get 3 cards for my group number 2, I would greatly appreciate that. Message from Source for group number 2. And we're just, the shuffling is what takes the longest, y'all. And this is what I look like. This is my Helena Bonham Carter hairdo. Oh, look at that. Boom. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, wait, which way? This way. Sorry. I turned them upside down. Right off the bat, the Fool. We love this card. This card is so much fun. Okay, gotta be careful though. Let's see what else we got. Oh, 5 of Cups. Mixed with the Fool, huh? Not so sure about that one. But then you have the 9 of Wands. So this is an interesting combination. Okay, so the Fool is going to jump off the cliff. He's having a great time. He's not worried. This is a new adventure, something coming up for you, new way of thinking, new way of doing things, big ideas coming, and you are just so excited for them. But here's the thing, you got to be careful because you also got the Five of Cups here. So clearly, whatever this opportunity is back here, these things that you already have in your back pocket, the Fool is very excited about. But you're also kind of upset and ignoring these ones down in front. So when this moment happens, you need to pay attention to your Nine of Wands. So Nine of Wands is the battle is almost done. You're almost ready to put all your burdens down. You're on the right path. You're heading towards the work. But there's not too much to get done. See, he's already won the battles. He's already done that work. So this Five of Cups means that you're not paying attention to the fact that you've already done the work. This Five of Cups is not really ready to share. He's not pouty, right? He's not the Four of Cups. He's not ignoring the opportunities that's in front of him. He knows about these ones back here. He's aware. By he, I mean the drawing. It's not necessarily an energy situation, okay? Let me just look here. I'm just pulling out my little book. I want to check something really quick before I say it because it might be wrong. And I'm honest when I have to look something up, but I can't remember. Okay. So honestly, with the Fool and the Five of Cups, this is not very helpful. This book has hardly any help at all. I was looking to see the astrological correlation for Five of Cups because for some reason I can't remember right now. But for some reason I'm hearing that that's important. I should probably look that up. Here's what you got. New opportunity, exciting new things are going to be coming. You're going to be heading in the right way. But you're really like kind of unhappy right now, kind of not able to see that. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this feeling, this opportunity. You don't want to miss looking for the good, looking for the positive, seeing what is on the horizon instead of what is right in front of you because you're kind of miserable right now and just, that's what this card is. Because this determination, the work already done, this pushing forward is gonna assist you. You're still gonna have work to do. There's still work to do. There's still stuff that has to get handled, which is maybe why you're not seeing this, why you're not so joyful as the Fool. But I mean, he's got the universe. The universe is there. He's excited. He's not worried about what's nipping at his heels, all his anxieties and all of that, which you clearly want to be. This is you right now. This is you right now, and this is the work you're going to need to do to catch that opportunity. This is not a bad thing. This heads towards your 10, which is what you want to do. You want to head towards your 10. So in front of you, you have some work that's coming in however this message reads to you. And when all is said and done, it looks like it's going to be really positive. Let me just get a clarification for you. Just because that Five of Cups, he's so sad. Oh, fell right out. Oh, look at that. Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Not a bad card to have. Okay. You're going to head out on your adventure. You're going to head out on your adventure. You got the whole world at your hands. You're looking out. You're looking out. And it's going to come to you. The world is going to come to you. So don't let this Five of Cups get in the way of the world, of everything that you want coming to you. Because that's the path that you're on right now. Okay? Live in the joy. Let the Fool have that moment. And know there's a little bit of hard work coming. But you should be fine. Let's get some oracle cards. We're going to start with your shadow work. My family is home. So they might interrupt my reading. You got Inara, trickery. This is one of the few ones I don't really know that much about. Would you like to hear about her? I'm gonna check on my family. So Inara, trickery. So when Inara shows up, I don't know if you can see this, but she's got some leopard skin and some cheetah whatnot on her. And what she wants you to be aware of is, you see these tigers here? So just like Tiger's Eye, she's very protective. She wants you to recognize that all might not be what it seems. So if somebody shows up kind of in the near future or has recently showed up and they seem too good to be true, or they just fit right in like that, be wary, be cautious. Make sure that your appearances are not just what they seem, that you're not just putting on a brave face or pretending to be who you are. Make sure that you're being honest and putting your best foot forward for real right now, because that's what's important. And make sure that you pay attention to those around you, because there could be some deception. People aren't what they seem. Don't be overly cautious. It will become very obvious. It will become very, very obvious very quickly as to who this... They're not doing it in a malicious content when Inara shows up, but Inara wants you to know and be aware, because you need to know who you can trust. And that is your shadow guidance from Source today. We're going to use now the Whispers of Healing deck. Can I have a message from Source, Ancestors, Spirit Guides, those who would talk to me through the cards for group number 2? What message of love, healing is necessary for my group number 2s right now? What do they need to hear? Shuffling is what takes the longest, Jill. There it is, see? And you got a number 28. Mental repetition. There's that card. 9 of Wands. Okay, now I am not familiar with this card, so I'm just going to use this book really quick and look up 28. Mental repetition can improve your attitude and help you feel your best. This card suggests you are holding on to limiting beliefs. It is time to embrace a healthier philosophy about your life. Do not hold yourself to impossibly high expectations or fear failure, okay? Do not assert an inability to control your emotions, because that is also a limiting belief. Mental health takes repetition and practice. So when this card comes up, you need to know that you've latched yourself onto some toxic or possibly detrimental mental health practices, and you need to let go of them and switch them up for healthier mental health choices. This is Mother Nature with tree branches covered in Spanish moss and cobwebs growing from her head. Spanish moss represents protection. The cobwebs indicate issues in your life that may feel overwhelming. You may feel like it is pointless right now to try to deal with them, but Mother Nature looks out. There's no landscape here, so she knows that that this does not need to be a situation, that what is overwhelming you does not need to be there, and that right now is an ideal time to make a shift. Okay, so the guidance for this is to compose a powerful statement that you can repeat whenever necessary. Make sure your affirmation is easy for you to remember. If you are working on something specific, so for example, eating better, you would want to make an easy phrase that is something like, I eat healthy foods. It's only 4 words, and you could just say that every time you are preparing your food. I love food that is good for me, something like that. This says, by creating a phrase that will best help you, you replace an outdated belief with something life-changing and positive, and this is the perfect time for you to do so. There you go. I thought I had done all the cards in that deck, but I guess not. Last but not least, let's get you a Whispers of Love card. I keep my books next to me in case I need mental clarity, I forget something, or if there's a card that I have not worked with in the deck, like that one, because I find it helpful for my readings. There are 3 cards. Okay, well, we're gonna do all 3 really quick, makes the reading a little bit longer, but we got number 5, simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. This card is all about helping others, seeing the light, not sitting in darkness. And it's really interesting to me because you have the fox. Here he's helping a chipmunk, she or he, it doesn't really matter whether it's a girl or a boy. But the foxes here are signs of intelligence. And then you've got the badgers, which badgers are terrible and nasty and mean and horrible. But they're also so loyal, and they take care of each other in a way that is remarkable. You should Google that because it's amazing, watching badgers take care of each other before they mate and care of their loved ones. And so what you see here is a whole variety, everybody taking care of everybody, no matter what the energy. Nature is taking care of the animals are taking care of the human is taking care of the animals. And that is what true kindness is about. So it's really just about doing simple little things as best you can right now will really help you to move forward. Number 20 is I love you. Those are powerful words. And you'll see it's a harp, it's an angel, a harp in the galaxy with some rainbow colors there. And what you'll notice with this is this card comes up when you need to be saying this. It can refer to yourself. It can be self-love. It can be reminding yourself that you love yourself and you're amazing, but it also can be, sorry, my calic is in my face. It also can be that you need to be telling those around you, those who are precious to you, remind them that they are precious to you. Just these 2 together, this is the simplest thing, a simple act of kindness, saying I love you, I appreciate you, I see you, really listen to people, let them know that you hear them. Right now, digitally reaching out, sending e-cards, calling people you haven't called, just letting people know that could really be a path for you, an opportunity. The last one is 44, and it's get to know each other. Learn to meet another's needs for love. So this card, when this comes up, I love this card, but this card is really because I just love how joyful they are. Can you see how joyful they are? It's amazing. They're just amazing. I just want to take a second for that. So this card comes up when you are searching for connection, but you're kind of trying too hard, and really what you need to do is just pay attention to the other person. Just listen to the other person. They'll tell you. They will tell you how they need to be met, and then letting go of how you feel about it, and meeting someone where they are. So my husband is all about acts of service, and I'm always like, acts of service, what is that, like cleaning the house? But it's not really. It's just, it can be cleaning the house, but it's also this whole other list of fantastic, amazing things that I can do for him. You know, touching his face, just walking up and just being like, I just wanted to see you, I just wanted to touch you, holding his hand while we're walking someplace, saying thank you, just saying thank you, going out to eat, well, obviously we're probably not doing that right now, but when you know, if somebody's making you food, just saying thank you, even if you're in the kitchen working with them, if they hand you something, saying thank you, saying I appreciate you. Again, this and this, they go really well together, because if your love language is not verbal, then, but somebody else's is, then you meet them where they are. If somebody is more textile and they're like, I just really want to be touched right now, but you digitally can't do that, how do you handle that? You reach out to them, you meet them where they are, and you say, you know, you send them a big bear digital card and say, I would hug you if I could. The mental image of that can suffice. So that is your whispers of love. And I thank you, group 2, for spending time with me today. That was your pick a card from Source that you needed to hear today. Thank you. Hello, group 3. How are you today? We are doing a pick a card for your message from Source, what you need to hear today. We're going to be using tarot, and I do have my Golden Nouveau here in case I need to clarify any of the readings today. Then we have a shadow deck for what lies behind the veil. We're going to be doing a Whispers of Healing oracle read along with a Whispers of Love oracle read. And then if we feel the necessity, I'll pull out an Alice card, although so far nobody has needed an Alice card today. No Alice in Wonderland for this reading. So group 3, how are you in this crazy world situation we got going on? So this is a timeless reading. This message is going to be for group 3 of the Human Collective, for those who would see this video. I ask for Source, my guardian angels, ancestors, those who have gone before me, who can see past the veil, to give me a message. Oh, that did not shuffle. Might be the end of the shuffling for group 3. So give me a message. Yeah, that's a force. They don't want me to do that. All right. Can I please have a message? What guidance, what message would you give my group 3? I'm asking for a 3-card read, please. If I could get 3 cards for group 3 of the Human Collective. Oh, okay. Let's see what we got. I got 2. The Devil in reverse. But we also got Temperance. So that is not a terrible card. Did I drop any more? No? Okay, we need one more card. Oh, there it is. And, 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so I love when we get the 6 of Pentacles, I'm not gonna lie. 6 of Pentacles is a fantastic card because it's all about balance. And I love that that's where you're headed. You're headed towards balance. Okay, so let's look at the Devil. So the Devil, Saturn, it is in reverse, but the Devil represents Saturn. And Saturn's moving around right now, so your Saturn, pay attention to whatever your Saturn is, okay? Because that might be really important at this time, especially because it's going to be playing a part in this whole next year, how Saturn works for you. You also got Temperance, all right? So these two together, this is a really fantastic card. Temperance says you have everything that you need right in front of you, all of the elements. She's mixing the answer to what she needs, and she has everything there. She is divinely guided. It all comes from within. She doesn't have to go too far to get what she needs. She's got it all together. And when I say she, I'm just referring to the drawing. It's not a particular energy. This would apply to you. The gender doesn't matter. So with the Devil in reverse, you want to recognize some vulnerability that could be really posing a problem for you right now, but especially with your Saturn moving around. I'm hearing freedom, I'm hearing detachment. So you may want to detach from things that are bothering you right now and move past them. Whatever you're spending your time on may not be where you need to be. You want this card to be moved upright, right? You want to be looking at your problems, not seeing them for the illusions that they are. This right here is that the problems that you're looking at are, I'm trying to think how to put this. When the Devil is this way, it's obsession, it's control, it's kind of not necessarily evil, because that's not the archetype that I choose for this card. But this way, it's more like you're free, you're feeling good. It's the reverse of that evil. It's not a full good, although with Temperance at the back, like this is 2 angels. Whether people like to admit it or not, the Devil is an angel, right? So be aware that this is 2 angels showing up in your reading. The other thing, let me just look. The other thing you want to look at with this is that this is 14 and 15 right there, back to back. Okay, Temperance is a Sagittarius, so you have Saturn and Sagittarius, so just be aware that you might need some balance here. Look at the opposing forces, look around you, you have the ability to balance that. Recognize the good, recognize what's holding you back, what is making you feel helpless, and then the Six of Pentacles is going to show up and it's going to give you balance. So whatever work you do here with these two angels at your side, they're going to bring you balance. And look, there's two angels right here. And can we take a second, because this one's dark and this one's light, and this is you in the middle. So you're going to find your balance is coming. Okay? And it's going to lead you to a real positive situation there. You want to make sure that you recognize that that is the case. Six of Pentacles is also all about sharing, all about compassion, being kind, that kind of thing. When your chakras are all aligned, you have no issue with how you walk through the world. When you walk the middle path, there's balance, and you clearly are on the way to having that. You just need to address the problems that you're looking at. Recognize that most of them are illusionary. They're not as big as you're making them sound. You have angels at your back. Clearly you have angels at your back, and everything you need is right in front of you. So look right in front of you. Don't be listening to the noise of the world and looking externally. And when I say that, I don't mean like don't clean your house with Pine Sol, right? Because that's an external outside of yourself. But maybe what you need to be looking at is recognizing that you don't need to you don't need to find a reason to not clean your house. You need to clean your house, find the internal motivation. And I'm trying to find a good analogy for the situation. Whatever the problem is, whatever the problems are that you're looking at, because this one came out first, just recognize that you can handle them. You've got it all under control. The universe has your back. You've got angels looking out for you. It is not all that bad, and find your balance. Whether this is a meditation balance, whether it's a balance between home and work life right now, if you've got kids that you're suddenly homeschooled, if you're doing the Helena Bonham Carter like I am these days because you can't do all the things, that balance, that compassion for others, it's there. Find it. That's where you need to be. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about that because, bottom of the deck was Three of Pentacles, upright, which is fantastic. Pay attention to your money and you should be fine. Let's look at shadow. I'm not clarifying any of your cards right now because I don't think they need clarification. From my ancestors, my spirit guides, and from source. No malevolent spirits, please. Okay, this is what lies beyond. This is for what you cannot see, okay? And you got Sheena Lagig, which I have trouble actually saying her name, but she is desperation, and she's a real interesting story, so I'll go into that archetype in a second. And then you got Gwabanachek, which is wrath, and she's not as scary as she looks. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one, even though this one came out first. This archetype is actually here to help you, okay? She shows up when you need to be careful, when you're out of balance, which is really funny because look at these cards. Also, she travels on wind, okay? She is in the eye of the tornado. Where she goes, she helps you to avoid the storm, to avoid what wrath can create. Now, what you need to know when she shows up is that you may be easily getting off balance, and you need to recognize your own accountability in those situations. If you work with her, she will guide you to recognize when people are being illogically angry. She will help you work through any anger issues that you may have, or if things are making you angry right now, you need to recognize you have some accountability in those and let go of it, but also it's not helpful to you. She's there to remove you before this storm, this tornado of nonsense comes whipping through your world and wrecking stuff. So you take the tools that you have and you get past this as fast as you can. You recognize the problems are not that big, and she will help you, and then your world will not fall apart. It will not be crazy. But when she shows up, you're on the verge of your emotions in an anger type situation really just kind of being destructive. And that could be self-destructive. It could be destructive with relationships. It can be destructive with money, especially because you have 2 pentacles came up, right? You got pentacles underneath the deck, which is something that you need to pay attention to, and also balance here. Okay, compassion is where it needs to be. And then let's talk about this one. So I really can't say her name. She was searching for love, and no one would like take her because she looked really ugly. And the man who decided to love her, the minute he kissed her, she became beautiful and gave him everything. Which, the reason that this is an important card is twofold. One is that whatever love situation you're looking for, or whatever relationship you're looking for, friendship, however it is, whether it's with your parents or whatever it is, don't be so desperate that you change who you are. She did not change who she was on the inside. She only changed who she was on the outside. And then if you have someone that sees you, wait for the person that sees you. When you have those people who really honestly can look at you, can say, I like you for who you are. Not only do I love you at this moment, but when I'm mad at you, I still like you. I don't like what you're doing. I want you to change what you're doing. Again, you need to have accountability for that, okay? This is the thing. But when they can like you and love you, you give them, just give your whole self to them. Because you don't want to be so desperate as to give your love to anyone, especially real love. You want to wait for that person that really sees you. And that is your message from Source. So let's move past that and get into a Whispers of Healing Oracle card deck I've got going on here. Let's get you a message from Source. Can I please have a message from my group 3? What does group 3 need to hear today? This is a timeless message for my group 3. I'd like a single card if possible. Thank you. And you got number 48. Unexpected. Boom. So this card comes up when you are looking at something and you don't know that it's right in front of you, okay? It's, you know, the world really believes that you have a lack of resources. See this person in the dark, and they're headed towards the light. So also it just kind of goes with Temperance, okay? You have that dark that could be light. And you want to make sure, especially right now, that you're not holding a scarcity mindset. Because look, see that scarcity mindset and the hidden power over here, this truth, this amazing, fantastic paradise. So be aware of if you have a scarcity mindset or any sort of issue like that. You want to watch for windfalls. You want to watch for opportunities. You want to know that you have everything that you need. You want to know that those problems that you're seeing over here they're illusions. And when you do that, when you recognize your opportunities, when you see the unexpected, you will head towards this perfection, as it were. As an example, right now, while I'm filming this, we're currently experiencing 2020 coronavirus. One of the unexpected benefits is that environmentally, there's been a huge uptick in fantastic positive things for the environment. So we've had a lot of inconveniences as a humanity, but the environment is, you know, having a positive situation. So that's the kind of thing you want to look for when this card comes up. There will be opportunities in front of you, and they might be really small. You want to look for them. Okay, last card here. And I don't do numerology on these readings. I can, but I give you the numbers so that you can look them up yourself. Can I get a Whispers? I'm not looking at anything in particular. I just look around when I'm asking for assistance in case anybody wonders about why I look so spastic when I start asking for assistance. Can I get a Whispers of Love guidance card, a message for my group 3, please? Any messages for my group 3? Pick a card. What do they need to hear right now? What do they need to know? Group 3, please. Shuffling takes the longest. There it is. Okay, this one. Oh, it's a number 26. This is new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work and prospects or for spiritual growth. So there you go. Again with the angel. This is an angel catching a star. You could not have a more positive message. I mean, you've got angels like crazy here. And again, she has everything she needs. It's coming right into her hands. Look at how perfect that is. Everything you need is going to be right at your feet in a short period of time. And this does not clarify in what sense. It could be a spiritual awakening. We are in the age of Aquarius, heading right into Aries season. Maybe that's your season. Maybe your Saturn is moving where it needs to go. Check that out, because I'm hearing Saturn a lot. There's so much coming at. So what I want you to recognize, okay, when you look at this card is, do you see all these stars coming towards her? She's catching one, but then these ones are right behind it. So one opportunity after another are going to be coming towards her. And I feel like you need to make sure you're not being desperate for things, because they're going to fall right in your lap. But look for a balance. Ask the angels for guidance if that is something that you do. Otherwise, know that temperance is on your side. The universe has your back in this situation. Your problems are not as bad as you think they are. Look for compassion. Look for ways to find balance. Meditate on balance and recognize. Look at these two together. Look at that. Do you see how much light is in your cards? You have so much light in this reading. It's really remarkable. And this is actually a super positive card as well. Both of these cards end up with really positive vibrations at the back end of them, even though they look terrible and scary and creepy. They're both really about a positive movement forward, moving past like how anger holds you back and not being authentic to yourself, and how the minute you're authentic, everything opens up, which it's the same with this one. Once you get past the negative, toxic mindsets and choose a different way, you end up in all the light and with everything just, I mean, really, look at that. It's all just right there. That's an amazing reading, group 3. A lot of really good stuff on your horizon if you choose balance and if you really focus on knowing that you have everything you need. You have everything you need. You just need to take action on it and find the balance. All right, group 3, I appreciate you spending time with me today. I hope this reading was helpful to you, and I will see you in the future.